I just got back from an epic garden center trip. I went to three garden centers and I have loads of plants and seeds all ready for spring. So I'm going to be sharing with you my spring gardening haul, which is so exciting. So come on, let's go see what I got. Ta-da! Get all of that stuff. Okay, this is muscari. As you can see, it's got these really lovely little blue bells, or it's also called grape hyacinth. And I actually got this on half marked price, which is really brilliant. So this was supposed to be £7, but I got this for £3.50, and I'll be plugging these in next to the snowballs and the bluebells. This is some dwarf daffodils called Jetfire, and this is 6 plants. Again, these were also on half price, and these are really pretty little dwarf daffodils, and these are going to get plugged in amongst the snowdrops and the blueberries for an early spring display. These ones are dwarf daffodils tetatet, one of my favorites, again also on clearance. I got 3 of them, and they have these really pretty trumpety flowers over here. These ones worked out at £2 each, of which there's several bulbs in each tub. I also got some white polyanthes, again at half price from B&Q. They're very, very pretty. I'll be putting these in a pot. These are perennials, so they'll come back again and again. These ones worked out at £1.25 per pot once they had been discounted. They're so pretty. I bought 6 of these on reduced to clear, and these ones are Helleborus niger, which is a beautiful white flower with these glossy green leaves. So obviously they're on reduced to clear because they're not looking their absolute best, but I'll pop these in the ground, give them a bit of water, and they'll be absolutely fabulous. So these are shade loving plants, so these are going to go underneath the big tree that we have, and I'll have them with some snowdrops as well. And I managed to get 6 of these, and they worked out at £3 each. And they are perennials, which means that they never die, and they are evergreen. The leaves are always around even in winter. I also bought some dahlias, some dahlia bulbs. These ones were 2 for £10, so this cost me £10 each, which I think are going to be so pretty, and these are going to go into some flower tubs. I also got this set of pink flowering garden bulbs, and these are going to go into one flower tub. They cost £10 and they're in a crate, and the bulbs are in there. But I'll show you when I plant these out. But it's a good mix of freesias, ranunculus, some dahlias, irises. Really beautiful. Looking forward to this. My son wants to grow potatoes this summer, so we got some Maris Piper seed potatoes. They're already cheating, so they should be ready to be planted very soon. I also had to get a new planting trowel, which is really great for planting in between things. Mine had already bent, so I got this one. It's a really nice one. We also got some more rat killer. We do have a bit of a rat problem because we live near the city, and we constantly have to be restocking the rat traps around the garden, particularly in summer when the rats are more active. These are some primroses that I got from another garden center called Springfield Garden Center, which is based in Leeds, and it's a really lovely garden center. And these ones were £1 each, so that was £5 for the 5 of them, and they're really pretty colors, and these are going to go into some flower tubs. I also got some tulips, and this is Red Riding Hood. I love this tulip color because it's a beautiful red, and these are going to go into the ground. I also bought some pansies and violas. The purple and yellow tend to be my favorite, and I like the ones that have the little whiskers in the center. These are my favorites. And I also got some that have the whites. I'm trying to create a display that has white flowers, and I also got these ones that have the ombre effect. I really quite like these. Unfortunately, the other year my lupin died off for mysterious reasons, so I've got a new one, and I'm not sure what color it's going to be. It could be either of these colors, but I picked this up. I really love this shrub. It's got really beautiful leaves as well as beautiful flowers, and I'll be planting this in my bed, in one of my flower beds. This next batch I bought from Tingley Garden Centre, which is again just outside of Leeds, and it's right next to Springfield Nursery. And I got these giant white pansies with the yellow center. I love the giant pansies because they're just so floozy. And these are going to go with the smaller white pansies and the white polyanthes here. So very excited about these. I also got a Boston fern for the downstairs bathroom, so I'm gonna put this one's gonna go indoors, and I just think that is so cute. I love ferns. These are some lilies, some giant lilies. I do love giant lilies, which have always grown in pots, and these are going to go into the pots. They're supposed to be pink and white, so here's hoping that we'll get these giant lilies going. And I also got some more dahlias. These ones were $5.99 for loads, for 7. So you can see there's loads of tubers over there. I'm looking forward to having dahlias as cut plants for the house. And I also got some more dahlias as well, and these ones are a dwarf mix, and they've got the dark bronze foliage, which is very charming amongst dahlias. I also got the pom-pom dahlias as well, which I'm very excited by, and they're pink. Pink is my favorite color. And I also got some freesias. I love freesias. I love the fragrance. They smell like mangoes, like frozen mango dessert. So these are going to go into the ground, and these work so well as cut flowers as well. I also got this green twister echinacea plant because I think it's so pretty how it goes from the green to the orange, and it's got this bright red one. So I'll start this off in the pot before I put it outside in the bedding garden. So this is a perennial, which means it will come back again and again, and I thought it was good value. And then my husband got some more asparagus. Our asparagus died when we moved them from the bed that they were at into a raised bed, and so we're going to try and start another asparagus bed with these conovers colossal, which are great for home growing. A lot of my orchids right now have flower buds or are in flower, and I need to feed them. So I find these drip feeders to be really good for flowering orchids. So I picked some of these, and it's a bargain because it's a pack of 10, and these were £9.99 for a pack of 10. I also got some flower seeds. We're going to grow tomato. Moneymaker has always been a good one over the years. This grows really well, and we were due to buy some new seeds, and this will probably last me about 3 or 4 years before I have to buy another packet. My son wants to grow carrots, so we've got fly away, which is quite it deters carrot fly, although I've never been able to find a variety that actually stops carrot root fly, but we still eat them because the bugs are extra protein. So this is for my son. He wants to grow the carrots. This is for me because I love purple sprouting broccoli, and this grows really well in our soil, and it's something that we'll be able to eat next year around February to June, July time. So it's a great crop to have. And then we also have some pea mange too. I love these. These taste like sugar, You can just eat them literally straight from the stalk, and these will be going into our garden section, our vegetable garden section. For the flowers, it's always traditional. We'll have giant sunflowers here. Kids love growing the sunflowers, and they do so well, and they're great for the birds. Sorry, there's a car just passing by over here. Outside, so there's a lot of extra noise, and if you hear the chopping sound, it's because my husband is getting the firewood ready for the logs to get them ready to go into the house and making some kindling. Okay, and then we've got French marigolds. I love French marigolds. Every summer I always have loads and loads of pots of French marigold all over the place, and I always grow them from scratch. And because I grow so many of them every year, I have to buy new seed packets. I also love pansies. Something about winking, nodding pansies in the wind and the bright, vibrant colors. So I have these ones. I'm trying out cosmos this year. I saw this in a friend's garden and I really liked what I saw. So I'll be trying them out, and hopefully these will work quite well for me. And then we have some more dahlia that I'm going to grow from seed. Honestly, I got this out of curiosity because I want to see what the difference is from growing dahlia from seed versus growing it from the tubers. So this is more of a curiosity project. My daughter wants to grow some asters. Actually, both my daughters, they love growing asters. Every year they grow asters from seed, and they're just really beautiful feathery flowers. And I got some lobelia because I just love plugging lobelia plants all over the garden. They're bright, they're vibrant, especially with the violet-y color. The last thing that I got is this bracket for a hanging basket. I want to put this by my front door on the south facing side of the house and have a flower display hanging from here. So that's going to go up on the wall, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for years now, so finally got around to it. Found this was well priced at $8.99. So yeah, other thing that we got from auction yesterday is these garden chairs. They used to belong to somebody apparently who was downsizing, and so they sold them off at auction, and they're real wood. They need a little bit of TLC, but it's quite a nice set. They come with 6 chairs, so there's 6 of them. Yeah, they're flippable and adjustable, and they have a table, a really nice long table that's going to be perfect for al fresco dining. Look at that table. So we need to work on this to just clean it up. Yeah, so have our work cut out for that, but that's going to be a nice thing for the garden, for us to be able to sit and eat out in the garden. There's the camellia over here with the flowers coming out. Very beautiful, very pretty. And over here, the hyacinth is coming along quite prettily. And I have my patch of crocuses. They're coming along. These ones are called Kronos. I love them. These are my favorite hyacinths. They have such a beautiful pinkness to them. Look at these. For the drip feed, I use a scissors to snip off just the top little bit of the drip feed, and I always check to make sure that there is some feed actually coming out of there. I have made mistakes in the past where that hasn't happened, and I've wondered what's been going on with the orchid, but it's been because I hadn't quite properly snipped through it, and I've had to use a little pin to poke a hole through the upper bit of the plastic so that the water is in fact available. I find that these drip feeds in spring, summer, they can last between about 2 weeks to 4 weeks, but I tend not to need to replace them I try not to overfeed the orchids because that can be a situation. But I do love my orchids, and I think they do deserve the TLC in order to keep flowering over and over again. So yeah, this is what I got today. I'm very, very excited. Now, unfortunately, as you can tell from my attire, it is actually incredibly cold. It doesn't feel very spring-like at the moment, even though we are supposed to be in spring. So I am going to put these away in the greenhouse where they will be safe for a bit. We've had some frost in the last couple of weeks, so I don't want to risk some of them getting damaged by frost. The seeds will get sown and put on the windowsills, and some of them will get put into the greenhouse. But overall, a really lovely, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you've enjoyed your time here. And until I see you next time, I wish you blue skies, health, and happiness. Bye.